DBSCG things.
What's up, Yuhp gang? It's your boy Jackson, and welcome back to Yuhp DBSCG Things. And today we're bringing you another very exciting deck to go over with us. This is going to be Soul Striker. But before we get into the deck, guys, I do want to say if you want any custom card sleeves and or mats, absolutely check out ProMats, guys. The best place to go get your custom card needs. Link will be in the description below for you guys to check them out. And also on the screen now, you can see that they are holding a monthly tournament via Discord at the second weekend of every single month with some great prizing here. You could win some ProMat mats, some TCG Metal Leaders, and also some booster boxes. So make sure that if this is something that you're interested in, you use the link in the description below to go to this Discord and get more information on it or join it. With that being said, guys, I do want to talk about Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fest. We have two IRL events coming up really quickly, one taking place in Texas and one taking place in Florida. Registration for these events are already live, so I will leave links in the description below for you guys to go register. With that being said, Texas is taking place March 19th through the 20th, and Florida taking place exactly a week after, the 26th through the 27th. Both of these events are best of one with siding, so if you don't know what that means, you will find your opponent, you will reveal your leaders, and you will have 60 seconds to side for that specific matchup, and then your game will begin. With that being said, if you can't make this event or just want to watch it via stream, we have 3 streamers doing that for us. We have Evan7, Eggman, and the Crit God all streaming this for us on Twitch, so make sure that you go show them some love while they do so. With that being said, guys, if you guys enjoy this deck profile or my content in general, make sure you show me some love, hit like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a video. With that being said, guys, let's turn it around and show you the deck. Alrighty, you guys, so here we are with this week's undefeated list. Fortunately, we had a small tournament this week due to Super Bowl Sunday, but here it is. Go ahead and tell us about your Soul Striker list and your matchups.
I'm running blue-yellow Soul Striker. Everybody knows the lead. If not by now, you better know it. Taps 2 on backside. Best thing about
best
it.
Blue leader.
Yeah.
Leader everyone was saying was going to get hit, but it lives another day. Going to be the best leader next set.
Run against a yellow thingz. That was kind of a fresh matchup against you, Tim, and then went against a mirror match, a blue-yellow mirror match, Soul Striker for round 2. He was running a few different techs than mine. Mine ended up coming out a little bit better. I guess we'll get started off. As far as unisons, I'm running 3 of the Vegeta, 20k. The double swing is good for those the yellow trunks, the blue boo. It's nice to swing in that, and of course the -1 being able to send stuff back to hand is kind of nice.
Absolutely, and the very sneaky permanent dude will catch so many players off guard.
Yeah, and
you have to keep in mind, multicolor Saiyans count as a blue Saiyan, so if he blocks with a Kefla and he says no negate on the next attack, it's probably because you didn't get rid of his Kefla.
I run a few cards that help support that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That -1, I didn't realize that was so good till today. This doesn't have any cost specifications, dude. I thought it was like to remove like weenie, like 2-drop or less cards, probably because it says you can play your own 2-cost card. But I always thought it was just to remove small guys, but no, that is very strong, getting rid of any cards you need to at any point in the game.
Yeah, sending back, for instance, on turn 3 yellow, sending back that Turles that costs 2 is really nice, leaving them 1 open, basically board, where they only have that negate, that freeze and negate on board for the next turn when it's their turn, which is kind of nice, getting rid of that double strike. And
being dual attack helps work around Mecha Freeze and negate as well. So
gets rid of those sneaky secret rares as well, which is awesome. I do run as well two of the babies, the 15k babies. It's nice having the card draw. It was great for the yellow matchups when you're kind of competing for the hand size compared to the yellow, because they sometimes, well, more than likely will draw more than you. So it's nice kind of being able to keep up with that, and having a +2 to where you have another body for them to swing into as well for another target, that where you're mitigating some of the life draw is awesome as well.
Absolutely.
And that -5 is definitely nice as well. I don't usually get that off as much. People are usually swinging into it, so sometimes it'll just be an extra body for when I go ahead and I bring up the next one after this one. This is situational. I didn't have the 3. I never played this. It's been lately a charge target, but sometimes you do get those aggro matchups where you can go ahead and block for you for the 3 turn 3 instead of turn 4 with a boo. So that's nice to help. And then you got the -2 if you really need to. You can always send back to hand as well and untap a blue, any blue, at the end of your turn, which is for me is nice. Either having the yellow.
So untap your multicolored
Yeah,
energies
right.
and set up your Kefla.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Of course, boo. I only run 2. Hand gets a little cluttered with unison sometimes.
Same.
Of course, everybody knows the blue boo.
Yeah, I run 2 in my list as well.
Of course, run the 4 sensus.
Can't play blue without it.
Right, yeah. Nice being able to tap those yellows.
5K on tap 2.
Got 4 of the D Magics, of course, D Magic.
That's another way to untap that yellow.
I'm running 3 of the God Seal. Don't need the 4.
Don't need the 4. You run Zamasu, I see.
Yes, I
sir.
do run 3 of the Zamasu. It's nice having an extra charge target that isn't exhausted mid-game, and then as well, sometimes if you don't happen to see draw apes or another turn 2, this is nice to leave your energy open on turn 2. If they play something somewhat decent, you go ahead and play this down, tap it, and you get an extra card draw off it. Of course, for the draw apes, can't have this Soul Striker without the draw apes. Basically 2 free draws.
Yes, sir.
Running for the Kefla. Best rival target in the whole game, hands down.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 energy, ignoring barrier, bottom deck removal, and it's potentially a tap and energy dual attack. This thing's nuts. Draws 2, that's nuts.
Being able to tap anything is huge. If yellow happens, leave that 1 energy open, you go ahead and tap it down, then they have to start digging in their life for those blocker negates. I like running Saiyan. I think he is absolutely underrated. He has deflect, barrier, blocker, revenge, and then when he kills a battle card, he restands himself and a mono blue energy once per turn. He's kind of like a mini boo. I like having him, especially with that Gogeta. Yeah, he can be very scary because at any time you go ahead, you just initiate that block. Even on Elite, if you go ahead and initiate the block, you combo out with a draw ape or something like that. You go ahead and now your unison permanent is active, so it's kind of nice.
That card is pretty sick.
I run 2 the baby Golden Avengers. It's nice because sometimes I like playing mind games. If I have 1 charge, sometimes they might think that I have 1 for my whole deck, and then I go ahead and I pop another 1 out. Sometimes catches them off guard. I run 3 the Goku and hit. It's nice having the 3.
The reason you choose him over the hit?
Over the hit, I just like having the free combo power. That's the main thing for my rival targets. It's literally all I use this for. Or like a last resort, I'll go ahead.
Yeah, I was just wondering because there is a set 7 4-drop hit that's blue-yellow and has the same effect where if you have a multicolored energy, it's reduced by 1 for your combo power.
Oh shoot! Well, I have to go take a look at it. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that.
It's pretty cool. It's a 4-drop and it has spot removal, no cost, but it doesn't ignore barrier. So if you were to actually pay 4 for it, it would do that.
Yeah, shoot! I'll definitely have to take a look at it. I run 2 of these guys. Sometimes if I have for my turn 1, these are usually my charge targets because I'm not always using it. It's nice having 1 in hand just in case, but usually is my turn 1 charge target, if anything else. It's nice having a little spot removal too.
More costs are less than rest mode.
Right. I run him as well for the SS3 Unison. I like having him to where I can block once and then keep him tapped if I really want to. And he's a little bit bigger body than that the Gohan. So it's kind of...
They would actually have to invest into killing him.
Yeah, right, exactly. So it's kind of nice having that. This is situational run the Heroic Prospect. It's literally just for the aggro matchup. This is kind of a loose card right now. It definitely could be filled with something probably a little bit better. I'm waiting for set 16 to come out. Probably run the Goku 6-drop negate over this guy. That way they have to swing into another body with that
another 30k,
that
20k,
SS
or whatever that card is.
Right, yeah, that SS3 Gogeta running a combo with that on tap. It's pretty nice. For my super combos, run 2 the Zamasu and then 2 the Zeno. I'm not running any Vegeta.
Why did you choose Zeno here?
I like having Zeno. Sometimes, for instance, if I have him in my energy,
Oh, okay.
I like tapping it down, and then I sneakily am able to untap this, and it gives me now my yellow live for my arrival stuff.
Without using the beam, that's
right.
actually pretty smart.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll go ahead and do that, and then for the stuff to where I can't. It's the 10K combo power as well, automatic off rip is kind of nice too. For instance, if they come at me hard right now with an aggro match or something like that, I have no choice but to take the damage. Whereas if I'm getting something like Crit Broly or something like that, I can go ahead and play this and sacrifice not being able to take the energy off the 5 life or less. So it's nice having that as well.
Nice.
I run because Vegeta Saiyan Army. Shout out. We run to the Koets.
Two Koetsukai. Same.
It is so great on the yellow matchup, and any of the rival stuff too. For instance, the red-blue stuff, yellow-blue, and just any of the, especially the yellow stuff. It's nice having this here, and you get to filter your card. That's worst case. I mean, you don't have a turn 1 or turn 2 play. If you're desperately looking for that unison, it's nice being able to have this. If it's happened to be in your drop, you just remove it. And hopefully, you happen to draw your unison that you need for your awakening.
Wow, that's pretty clutch.
Now I'm going into basically my side stuff. Speaking of removal, onto the East Kais. Just nice having the
very good card.
Yeah, turn 1. If I don't
against like every matchup.
Yeah, it's nice having the actual little scary presence there for the rival stuff and all that too.
Yeah, it's always nice to draw a card and force your opponent to deal with a 1-drop.
This right here, just for a little bit extra filter. I didn't really play it today.
So you just got it in the deck because it's pretty?
Yeah, well, it's pretty, and then being able to restand that yellow if need be, if I absolutely need it, it's nice having that as well.
Like you were talking about with Koetsukai, just being able to filter so many more cards, just to draw 2 and like discard 1 is very good.
Yeah,
15K presence.
If I'm drawing dead, if I'm not seeing the cards I need to see, it's nice being able to see them. Now I'm going into my 1-ofs. I run the 17 and one of the Kale, depending on.
How's Kale feeling this deck?
Well, I was able to. It's situational. If yellow, if they happen to go with a card draw, I'll play with this. If they happen to have the hand advantage over me, or the board presence, the ignoring barrier, that's crazy.
Yes, absolutely.
Or
and it gets barrier and then dual attack, so it's protected against. It's protected against both counterplays that are worth a heck against it.
Yeah.
It has deflect, and then its auto would come before Frieza, so you would get barrier.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's nice. It's really nice. And then, of course, I happen to charge this. I can Zeno, bring it back to my hand or whatever mid-game or whenever I happen to need it.
Absolutely.
I run one of the Gohan and Piccolos. Just nice for that quick aggro if they happen to have those small stuff, the little 1-drops or whatever that I'm looking to get rid of those small evolved targets or whatever. I'll go ahead and just send it to the bottom of the deck.
Two cards, 3 or less. That's pretty impactful.
Yeah. A little bit more removal.
Just one over on it.
Just one. I'm looking to fill that spot for Fu. I was running Fu, but no one likes playing Fu, and I was happy to get rid of it out of my deck.
Yeah, I was struggling too, because last week I played Soul Striker. I don't know if you caught me, but I took Fu out, and I honestly didn't put nothing back in. I was so like brain farting when I was like trying to put it together that I didn't even put it over in the deck at all, so I kind of suffered that week. Yeah,
I'm debating maybe like a Demigod would be kind of cool to get a little bit that extra card draw. If you happen to pay that 2 or whatever, you just overwhelm that too. Just I don't know, a little stuff, but yeah, only one of on this one. It's warp 6 up to 6 costs. It's nice getting rid of those stupid little blocker tokens and all that stuff.
Absolutely, very strong.
And then I also run Kai.
Last 2 cards being black. Why would you choose a black SER over Hatch?
I'm sick of getting countered.
Okay, so you've been racing yellow a lot here.
Yes, yeah, that counter is really struggling because I mean if I'm already sent to drop, I mean whatever, it's a dead card. With this, at least, I mean all I'll do is just swing into unison. That way it negates that battle step for them. For any arrival targets or anything like that, I'll just swing them with this, and then I mean if they have the crazy board presence, it's nice. I've been testing it between this and untap, this and the Hatch, of course. Right now, it just seems like Hatch. I mean, everybody knows it's coming, and they're gonna set themselves up to go ahead and get rid of it. With this, at least, I can catch them off guard a little bit, and if nothing else, then, you know, hey, whatever, it's another secret rare that's dead. I mean, because...
Well, actually, it's pretty solid as just an attacker for you as well, if they're coming down for just 1 energy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if they happen to God Seal or whatever, I just pay 1 more, or they rest it.
That's only in your mirror matches, too, so...
Yeah, they can play the Goku, they can rest it, that's fine. I'll just go ahead and pay the 1, get rid of it. Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, very strong SER. I like the choice here. Very spicy tech, and your logic behind it makes a lot of sense to me, especially with the way counters are working right now in the meta. You got yellow countering hatches, and you got blue countering with your 8s. So it's just over and over. It's just over and over. You got cooler, all this stuff over and over. So
yeah,
I get it, man. I get it. And being able to deal with unisons, especially like you were saying in your blue matchups, if they don't have the God Seal to stop this from coming down, getting rid of a blue unison on your kill turn is absolutely very effective.
Yeah, and I think any secret rare is definitely up for discussion. But for right now, this is just the one that I'm having the luck with because people aren't expecting it.
Absolutely. All right, man. So I believe you already went over your matchups. Is there any final shout-outs you'd like to go over?
Of course, the Yuhp gang. You guys are awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. Big shout out to Vegeta Saiyan Army as well. Trying to rep here for the boys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. With that being said, guys, this was his deck list, and that was his outcome today at Locals. Once again, guys, shout out VSA. Make sure you guys go to my description. I will leave a link down there for you guys to go to their Facebook page and YouTube and follow them there. With that being said, guys, we will catch you guys next week. See ya. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.